expansion, I think we'd have busted our chops and got it on the ballot for 2014.
We wouldn't mind it in a primary ballot, but I think you have to put it on the general, right?
Right. So, anyway,
Thanks.
it's too bad we had that gentleman's understanding.
Sometimes a gentleman is not a gentleman.
That's true. Right? Right. Yes.
Once again, I think we need to, everybody here in this room, we're all citizens of the country, and I hope all of you are voters. You need to look at the bigger picture in the next 2 years. To be complacent is unacceptable in this country anymore. You must take action. You must always be willing to boldly question anything bureaucrats do on both sides of the party. And there's two things that, if they happened in this country and if we pushed for, would change this country. Number one is term limits. And I say this in that I don't care if you are a mayor of a city, if you are the governor of the state of Ohio, if you are a senator, if you're a member of the House of Representatives, whatever, president, term limits. Once your term is over, you are out of politics. You cannot move from a mayor to a governor to the President of the United States. This needs to happen. This country was never built so that people can use the bureaucratic process to earn a living. They were supposed to serve us as citizens of this country and then go about their lives. And we've allowed that to happen. Second thing is tort reform. It's very, very important in this country, especially when it comes to small businesses, which the government's trying to destroy, that a single employee cannot sue a company with its lawyers saying, hey, you just hit on the lottery. Puts the company out of business and puts many other people other than themselves, making them rich, and all those other people working at the company, put them out of work. We can no longer promise people that they are entitled to anything. The Constitution says you're entitled to life, liberty, and you personally pursuing individualistic things that make you happy. There's nothing in there that says you're entitled to anything, and you're not.
Amen.
And we have to start telling people they are not entitled to anything except for what the Constitution says. We got to be firm. We got to question with boldness every politician and hold them accountable for what they're doing to us. We are their bosses. They work for us. We don't work for them. That's why we became the United States. We didn't want a king over us anymore. We wanted to be free people, and that's what we need to do. Thank you.
You're right.
Yeah, I've got one point to make regarding what was just said, and that would be, yeah, I agree with the term limits. However, how does a politician, to serve the public, become educated? I think we've got a prime example of what we've got in the White House right now. We've got a person who was a senator, he never a governor. He voted president in how many situations, right? I think the governorships, and I've been hearing this, you know, obviously they've ruled, they've not ruled, they've governed, they've actually made things happen within the state. They understand the process. If they're a good governor, they've learned how to lead. So I think if you don't have that basis for, you know, electing a governor to run for a presidency, where does the president get his training? I mean, we can end up with another train wreck just like we have right now. So I think, you know, there's a proving grounds, and I agree, yeah, on the different levels, you got to have term limits. However, you got to get that actual hands-on experience to be able to do things, not just talk about organizing things and, you know, corrupting minds and dividing the country.
Okay. Well, I think we've gone a little bit past our time, so rather than delay anybody any further, I'd like to thank you once again for coming today, hearing our information, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Thanks.